Hello and welcome to another video. I'm Swizzle and this is my video. Now at one point in my life I had the opportunity to go teach English overseas. So sit back and relax as I tell you about the time I traveled to Japan. So this story starts a long time ago. I was living with my grandma at the time, and one day I was in the basement and my grandma comes down and she had a bulletin from an agency that was looking to hire English teachers. Now this was a non-profit organization, I should mention, so there wasn't really much of a standard for going over there. Basically you just had to be willing to go over there. So we met with the lady the next day, and the whole process was basically, okay, you're hired, go. And before too long, I found myself on the plane to Japan. So during the 18-hour flight, I'm trying to prepare as best I can. It was basically a very extreme example of being thrown in there. It's like, okay, you can learn as you go. It's not that I didn't have help along the way though, but I basically had to learn everything as I went. So the plane touches down in Narita International Airport, and now the inside the airplane was the same as it was when I left the United States. It was cool. It was a little dry. So I go to walk off the airplane. I got hit by a wall of humidity right away, and honestly I wasn't expecting that. It totally took me by surprise. Now where I was about the same latitude as Southern California, so rather subtropical kind of climate. Very humid, very warm. So I step off the airplane into the humidity, and I make it through customs, and I make it to the area where I'm supposed to get picked up. And I'm looking, where is this guy, and because this guy was going to be my boss for the next year, basically. So I'm scanning the crowd, no one. I'm alone in a country that I've never been before, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So I end up sitting there for about maybe 15 minutes or so, and I see the guy coming up through the doors. And he walks up, he says hi, and my fears are instantly gone. It's like, okay, I'm not alone. Phew. We go get my bags and we head to his van. Now walking up to the van, I walk up to what I thought was the passenger side, when suddenly, Lawrence was his name, when suddenly Lawrence says, are you going to be driving there? I forgot that all vehicles in Japan have the steering wheel on the other side of the vehicle. The right hand drives. So yeah, obviously we switched, right? So we pull out of the airport and we start driving to what would become my home for the next year. And we're driving down the road, and in the distance we see a toll booth. It's like, okay, he keeps driving. Toll booth gets closer. Doesn't slow down. Toll booth is even closer. Keeps driving. He's not slowing down. And at this point I'm starting to panic a little bit. I'm like, oh crap, like I'm clutching my seat, because it's a small arm, but there's still an arm in front of arm down. At this point I'm gripping my seat. I'm terrified because there's an arm down in the way of the vehicle. But he doesn't slow down. He just keeps going, and the toll booth is getting closer and closer. It's like, suddenly, it turns out there are no freeways in Japan. They're all toll roads. And they have toll booths everywhere with this little arm that flips up at just the last second as you go through, because they have this really slick system where it reads a chip and it automatically pays the toll, and then the arm goes up right at the last second. Now, me as a passenger, I never got used to this because the arm was always on my side. Well, that's all I got for you guys this week. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Click subscribe if you're new here. And until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay furry. See you.